Hello everyone, this is Gemini Jets 1975 coming at you with another video today. This time it'll be my first ever classic Atlanta airport update from 1991. I believe this timetable that I got this from is from about January, so it's pretty early in the year. Unfortunately, I don't have European flights because the website that I got, the departedflights.com, I guess I could dig a little bit further, but most of the flights are the timetables are from U.S. cities. There are international timetables, but from other years. So anyway, let's get started. This does take place a little bit after Eastern's demise, so the airport is not completely full. Eastern did use 1.5 of the concourses, as well as Delta. Delta eventually took over all of that, but, at first it was just a little bit at a time. So, let's get started. Okay. So right here, guys, we have, let's see here, there is a Northwest DC-930, and he will be operating as Flight 870, departing from Memphis. Okay, right here is a United 737-300, and he will be operating as Flight 996, to Chicago O'Hare. Right here, the United 727-200, operating as Flight 559, will be going out to Washington Dulles. And then here we have a Northwest 727-200, operating as Flight 491, will be departing for Detroit. Okay, right here we have a Midwest Express DC-930 operating as Flight 121 with service to Milwaukee. Right here, the Midway DC-930 operating as Flight 186. Flight 186 to Chicago Midway. I don't know if I said Midwest Express to Midway. I hope not. That's Flight 121 to Milwaukee. Just wanted to clarify. Right here, Continental 737-200, operating as Flight 1287 to Newark. Right here, the Continental 737-300, operating as Flight 1532 to Denver. Okay, right here, the American MD-80, operating as Flight 864 to Dallas-Fort Worth. Then the America West 737-300, operating as Flight 3010 to Las Vegas. Right here, the American 727-200, operating as Flight 262 to Chicago O'Hare. Right there, the Continental 727-200, operating as Flight 1208 to Houston Intercontinental. And then right here, the Continental DC-930, operating as Flight 1520 to Cleveland. Okay, so next is Delta. Alright, we have a Delta 737-200 operating as Flight 1244 to Savannah. Right here, a Delta 727-200 operating as Flight 668 to Nassau. Right here, the Delta DC-930 operating as Flight 1542 to Gainesville, Florida. That was a route that they took over after Eastern left. Right here is a Delta MD-88 operating as Flight 1077 to Monroe. Alright, let's switch over here. The let's see, I think this is the L1011-500. The L1011-500 operating as flight 1049 to San Juan. The Delta 763 operating as flight 182 to Los Angeles. Right here, the L1011-250 operating as flight 261 to Bermuda. Alright, right here, second concourse, second Delta. Delta 752 operating as flight 384 to Mexico City. The second 757 operating as flight 738 to Portland. Right up here, the Air Jamaica 727-200 operating as flight 57 to Montego Bay. Right here, the Delta 762 operating as flight 1178 to Orlando. This is the Spirit of Delta. And then the last Delta flight, we have an L1011 operating as flight 54 to Honolulu. Okay. Right here, guys, the last of the U.S. domestic carriers. We have a Pan Am 727-200 operating as flight 2073 to New York's JFK. Right here we have a TWA 727 operating as flight 831 to JFK. Right here, the TWA DC-930 operating as flight 870 to Memphis. No, sorry, wrong airline. Flight 646 to St. Louis. Alright, right here, US Air DC-930. This actually is a DC-950, but we're going to pretend like it's a 30. Right here, the US Air DC-930 operating as flight 1177 to Baltimore. Right there, the US Air Fokker 70 or Fokker 28, flight 797 to Charlotte. And then right here, the Fokker 100 operating as flight 1243 to Philadelphia. Alright guys, so that basically does it for the first ever 1991 Classic Atlanta update. The next Classic Atlanta update I will do is from the mid-80s. That one will have Eastern. There won't be as many other airlines because Eastern and Delta dominated the airport basically equally. So if you like Eastern, or if you like a little bit older, then stay tuned for that one. It's supposed to take place around 1985. So stay tuned for that. And as always, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I will see you in the next video.